Hello, audience, and welcome back to What's That Species? You're listening to Scientist Joe and Dr. Tom.
Oh, please. Call me Doc T. So what's on the agenda for today?
Well, Tom, you know how we are very experienced in the field of identifying species.
Absolutely.
Of course. And, we're really great at recognizing the traits and...
Yes, and the characteristics.
Right, and this new species that me and Tom have discovered is actually very interesting. It's a species that is, shall I say, very interesting.
Oh, absolutely. I completely agree.
So I'll start off maybe describing how we kind of discovered this new species.
Right.
A new species has been discovered in the swampy marshes of the Meadowlands.
The Meadowlands?
The Meadowlands.
Really? The giant stadium?
Right around there, yeah, very close to our hometown.
Right.
About 30-minute drive, I'd say.
Right.
So it's pretty interesting that we found a species that is
so
close to home.
Right, it's half the distance to TC&J.
And you folks in the audience will learn soon that this new species is actually in many places. It could be around you, wherever you are in the audience.
Could even be in TC&J, where Mr. Lerner himself, the Greek god, went.
Exactly.
So I hear.
The ultimate scientist.
So tell me more about the Meadowlands.
Sure. It's really a very swampy area.
What do you think, like a marshy swamp?
A very marshy swamp. And this really plays into this new species' habitat.
Right.
It has a lot to do with how this new species survives. And actually, this new species is closely related to the tardigrade.
The tardigrade?
The tardigrade, yes.
Hold on,
The microscopic tardigrade.
Are you talking about the one and the only, the Megagrade?
That is the new species, Tom.
You're talking about the Megagrade. Oh,
yes,
I know a lot about that species.
That's right, because we just discovered it.
Of course.
This new species is named the Megagrade.
Yes, the Megagrade, oh my gosh, one of my favorite animals, is similar to the tardigrade as its long, plump body and its scrunched up head are nearly indestructible.
Extremely.
Yes, but instead of, compared to the tardigrade, which has 8 legs, the Megagrade has 10 legs. The Megagrade has hands with 4 to 8 claws on each hand. That is just something just wild.
That is definitely wild.
Yeah. Another striking difference from the Megagrade to the tardigrade, is that its hands have, is that its sizes are different. Sorry, its sizes
very different, yeah.
The Megagrade, as its name would suggest, of course, is mega bigger than the tardigrade. The tardigrade is microscopic.
Right.
But the Megagrade, however, is about the size of the human thumb, which is about 2.8 inches long.
Yeah, that is quite amazing, Tom. To think that these two species are so closely related, but the tardigrade is microscopic, while this Megagrade is actually the size of a human thumb.
So you can't even see the tardigrade on a microscope.
You can't.
You need a super electric microscope to see the tardigrade.
Super electric microscope.
Yeah.
But if you have a Megagrade, I want everybody in the audience right now to hold up their thumb.
I'm holding up my thumb.
Yeah, and you got to imagine this Megagrade with a long, plump body and a really scrunched up head.
Oh my
And it's
God.
about the size of your thumb. Kind of cool.
So cute, yet
Definitely.
so disgusting.
Exactly.
Imagine one crawling on you in your sleep.
You would not want that, Tom, for sure.
Oh my God.
Now, the Megagrade has been sighted from the mountaintops to the deep sea, from the tropical forests to the Antarctic.
Oh my
right?
God.
So these things can live almost anywhere.
Anywhere.
Right? Megagrades can be found in any habitat on Earth, but they are usually found in swamp, marsh, and or pond areas where water is prevalent, because as we'll learn later, or as the audience will learn later as we describe to them, how water is such an important part of these Megagrades' habitat.
Oh, absolutely.
And as we said before, marshes, meadowlands, that's what was discovered there, most likely.
They need the water.
They do.
Because considering water is a vital component of the Megagrade's ability to eat.
Yes,
they need it to eat.
They really need that water to eat.
Most Megagrades are actually found in fresh water environments. Absolutely. But can certainly live in salt water as well. I didn't know if you know they could be found in the deep sea.
That's pretty incredible. They can be found in salt water, fresh water, any kind of water. It's really quite awesome if you think about it.
Only a certain kind of indestructible species can live at the bottom of the ocean.
Interesting species here.
All megagrades are considered aquatic because they need water around their bodies to permit gas exchange, and their food is found in and around water.
That's right, Tom. Considering the fact that the megagrades consume aquatic plants, algae, and seaweed, right? All things found in or around the water, right? Now, although these animals are water dwellers, they can survive on land as well.
Absolutely.
That is quite incredible. So they need water, but they can also survive on land for a considerably long amount of time.
Right. They can go whole weeks without water, without anything. But certainly they needed to live and grow, but absolutely they can live anywhere.
Right.
Land, water, doesn't matter to them.
In the Antarctic, you can find them anywhere in this place, in this world, And the megagrades actually have an adaptation that allows for them to live on land. The megagrade can hold and store water for weeks because that's what allows them to live on land for weeks at a time, which is pretty incredible.
Absolutely. So these megagrades, they prefer to live in sediment at the bottom of the lake. I hear.
Yeah.
It's at the bottom on moist pieces of moss or other wet environments.
Exactly.
That is just ridiculous.
Yeah, so this is pretty incredible.
Right.
It's a pretty incredible species. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
I mean, they can survive a wide range of temperatures and situations.
Like you said, indestructible, Tom.
Indestructible.
These things are really, almost literally indestructible.
I mean, by being in the water for such a long time, these animals are consumed by many, and I mean many, fish species, and are also, surprisingly, consumed by many bird species.
Right, and that must be when they're on land. More,
Right.
They must be on land. And so, although we call them indestructible, they are vulnerable still to predators because they do look appetizing. They're scrunched heads, they're nice plump bodies, and they're little. So fish would be appropriate for a fish and bird to consume them.
I think absolutely. If I was an animal or bird species, I'd take a nice chunk of bite out of a tardigrade.
A megagrade.
Or a megagrade,
too. But, very similar.
Size doesn't matter.
Size does not matter.
That's
in
what they
life.
say. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, while strangely cute, right, as we said.
Strangely.
Very appealing to these fish and birds, and even me. I might eat a megagrade.
I would consider almost adorable. I'd call them adorable. I
probably would.
I think I'd have a couple pets.
Yeah,
megagrades.
A pet megagrade, that might be something in the future that we see a lot, not surprisingly.
Changing culture.
Exactly. Now, like I said, while strangely cute, these animals are almost indestructible, as I said, but they could even survive in outer space.
So, are you saying that these megagrades are literally, and I mean literally, not figuratively, out of this world?
Literally, Tom.
Literally,
Tom. And you wouldn't be wrong when you say that because these things can literally survive in outer space. I've never seen anything like that before.
Right.
Now, to really go into the detail here, research has found that megagrades can withstand environments as cold as minus 328 degrees Fahrenheit.
You're kidding.
Or highs of more than 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
They're as cold as ice.
And
hot as steel.
Oh
my God.
Absolutely, Tom.
Yes.
They could also survive radiation, boiling liquids, massive amounts of pressure of up to 6 times the pressure of the deepest part of the ocean, and even the vacuum of space without any protection besides their own bodies.
So they don't wear any protection?
They do not wear any protection.
This reminds me of the classic Arnold Schwarzenegger where they say his workout is cold as ice, but once he gets out of the gym, he's all sweating. All the girls run to him and go, "Arnold, you're so hot."
Exactly, just like the megagrade.
Exactly, that's what they said to me too. Yeah. That's pretty unique to be able to withstand all these different conditions.
Definitely.
I mean, some scientists are even saying that the megagrade may be nature's toughest animal.
And I would certainly agree with those scientists,
I would agree.
to be honest.
Another interesting fact about the megagrade is that they reproduce through sexual and asexual reproduction. They lay 1 to 30 eggs at one time.
Wow.
30 eggs.
That is
Imagine
unbelievable.
That? I can't even have one kid.
I'm like in love with the megagrade.
Literally.
This is such an interesting species that we have discovered.
Literally. During sexual reproduction, the female will lay the eggs, and the males will fertilize them. In asexual reproduction, the female will lay the eggs, and then they will develop without fertilization.
Wow, that is a beautiful thing of nature.
Literally.
As I say,
Literally.
nature just doing its wonders. Well, I gotta say, that's very interesting, Tom. Clearly, the megagrade is an extremely interesting species.
Oh, that's for sure, Joe. What an amazing discovery.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Once again, I'm Joe Scancarella.
And I'm Dr. Tom. Thank you for listening to What's That Species?